We're so fortunate to live in Tasmania because there are so many fabulous cruising opportunities.
Glorious, Andrew. And whether your boat is something like this or maybe a little more humble, a 12-foot tinny, there is going to come a time where you will want to anchor or moor it. And we have got a few tips.
Knowing how to safely anchor your vessel is one of the fundamentals of boating, and a good anchorage starts with picking a spot where your anchor can get a solid hold.
Nice clear sand or a bit of mud, something soft that the anchor's going to get a good bite in. Stay away from weed. Weed's no good to anchor. Your anchor will get caught up, fouled up in the weed, it'll roll it up into a ball and you just won't get a bite.
Once you've picked a likely looking spot, it's time to drop the pick. The next trick is knowing how much chain or rope to let out to get a secure hold. The generally accepted rule of thumb is 3 times the depth of the water.
So in 5 metres of water, 15 metres of anchor road is about right. But of course, the more the merrier.
So when you're anchoring, you're going to know what depth of water you're in, but you also want to know how much chain or rope to put out.
So just come up with your own system. Here we've got cable ties every 10, 20, 30 metres. You might want to mark your rope every 5 metres. It'll just give you the peace of mind that you've let enough chain or rope out.
The chain makes a big difference because the chain pretty much holds the boat. You know, if you get enough chain out, it's not really relying on the anchor to stop the boat from moving. It's more the weight of the chain that the boat's got to lift up off the bottom first.
At a minimum, you need to have at least 1 boat length of chain to give that shock absorber effect. When anchoring overnight, it's critical that you can be seen by others, and that means a 360-degree visible white light and nothing else.
It's really confusing if you're coming into a bay where there are boats anchored and they've got their port and starboard lights on. You don't know whether they're coming or going. So you really need to turn your nav lights off. As soon as your anchor's down, turn your port and starboard light off and make sure your all-round white light is on.
Following a few simple steps should set you up for a comfortable time at anchor. And for an even better sleep, keep an eye out for one of these, a mast cruising mooring. There are almost 20 dotted up the east coast, from Nubina to Flinders Island.
I'm a great believer in the mast cruising moorings that I use a lot when I'm away because I don't take up anywhere near the amount of room in those bays with a boat like this, so it gives more room for other boats to anchor in that same bay.
What we do ask that you don't leave a boat on there for weeks and weeks and weeks like we've seen, so think of others when you're using our cruising moorings and vacate for other people.